Hello again, YouTube. This is another Hito, as you may have guessed, because the previous one died the death of forever, and he can't come back. So I kind of took, because playing the LP is really slow, so I kind of took some time off from LPing, and I just killed like 50 characters very quickly. Because it's just kind of nice to know sometimes you take these really stupid risks that will get you killed, just to see what happens when you take them, and that's kind of what I did. And that's what I've been doing, and that's why you'll see this character isn't a new character. He's a ways in. But something happened with this character that made me want to play slower and more methodical. And the easiest way for me to do that is to be on camera. Of course, I say that my last guy died because I missed a message. But I mean, 15 hours for one chat message missed. I don't know if it was actually 15. It was a long time though, so like I'm okay with it. And anyway, I'll explain all the details and stuff about this guy. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to spoil right away why I want to LPM. I'm just going to get you started. You see, we are a demon spawn of Lugonu. We are an abyssal knight. Lugonu is a really good god, as long as you've got the invocations, which, as I have talked about at length, demon spawn invocations are fucking boss. So this is probably a lot more standard of a common, or bleh, standard of a combo, common of a combo and demon spawn hunters. It makes a little more sense. Kind of meshes more with the demon spawn aptitudes. Um, Basically, Luganu is really cool because a lot of gods kind of say like we're gonna change your main game plan and stuff, and Luganu says you have to be able to mostly take care of stuff on your own. I'm just going to give you amazing panic buttons, which is kind of what you want in a god. You know, it's not like Evelian or whatever. You're trying to like change how you do most things. It's kind of like saying most of the time you just ignore the fact you worship Luganu, and then when shit gets hairy, you win for free. Specifically, this banish ability. We'll describe it. Banish a monster into the abyss. It costs small piety, but you get some piety for sending someone to the abyss. You get piety for kills, you get piety for corpse hacking. You can use banish with alarming frequency, basically. So, it's really good. It gets you a lot of bad spots. I've actually already banished Minkare. He is this mummy who is up in my grill, and we were fighting. Actually, we were just fighting like right down here. Like, I literally just finished, or maybe he was last floor. I think he was last floor actually. Point is, I literally just finished fighting Minkare and all that, and I had some close calls. Now that I got out of them, kind of want to get more serious. I've had a lot of bad shit with poison happening. Yeah, you'll notice my dex is drained. I had to blind quaff and find curing when I was poisoned. I ended up hitting degeneration. It hit me 3 points, but I've already recovered 2 because it happened a while ago. I am out of curing, so I have to be kind of careful in that regard. But I'm an axe user. I've got a war axe. It's not that much better than the hand axe, but like my last demon spawn abyssal knight, the first time I got a better axe than the hand axe was in a volcano I found in layer 5, and I only got it because I used corrupt, quaffed invisibility and hid because I couldn't handle it on my own because I had a crappy little fucking hand axe. Um, so that's kind of where we're sitting. Our demon spawn mutations thus far, we've got 2 ranks of iridescent scales. They're pretty good. I mean, the resistance to acid isn't that good, but they give you 8 AC at top, which is pretty high for scales. There's actually, I think, a strictly worse version of these. The yellow scales, as far as I know, are just iridescent, but half as good, and just because fuck you. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, I think iridescents are the best scales except for the ones that lower your dex in terms of AC. So that's cool. Very good at protecting items from fire. That could be 2 things. That's either ignite blood or hellfire. I hope it's hellfire because hellfire is really good, but we'll find out. The second rank of them is also the same. It's a rank of fire resist, and then rank 3. Of course, we'll find out if we get another tier 2 or 3 which one it is. For now, I don't know because I just have scale slot and the skull conservation. Hellfire is like if children were arguing about fire, and the first child is like, "I'm throwing fire at you," and the second child's like, "Nuh-uh, I have fire that I resist," and the first kid's like, "Well, yeah, well, I got fire that you can't resist if you resist fire." That's hellfire, in a nutshell. It's just fire, but it hurts a lot, and it doesn't give a shit if you resist fire. There is hellfire resistance that exists, and a lot of the extended endgame dudes have them just because hellfire would be really broken otherwise. But until then, wee. But anyway, I've teased it long enough. Here's why I care about this dude. W. +7/+7 Ring of Slaying, left hand. Now, I actually am normally in the camp that says slaying is kind of overrated for rings. Rings do a lot of cool stuff. I don't normally really want to give a finger slot to slaying. This is an exception. This is really high numbers for slaying. Plus 7 this early, and I'm using axes, so I kind of get that benefit a little amplified because I've got that cleave effect. So if I hit, I can hit everyone who's like near me too. So increasing my accuracy is really, really good for an axe with cleaving, and then also increasing the damage, like then the cleave hurts more. So this will just help me out of a lot harder spots, and then I've got Lugonu on backup. So I'm in a really solid position, and I want to do it on camera now to hopefully not screw this up like I've screwed up the last millions of characters that I've played, just throwing them as grist in the mill to kind of help my game understanding for when it counts, which is now. Um, when I ID'd that ring, I actually didn't have any potions on hand, which is why I know that the 3 charges left in the draining wand. And I actually have one. I have 2 scrolls left. So I'm gonna use one of them now. Try to find heal. I ID'd curing, but I'm out because I've been hitting a lot of bad poison recently. So yes, and there we go. Now we've got heal wounds and restore abilities. So at least one poison we can heal wounds out of it. Alright, and we're hungry. We want to address that. Even though Lugonu does take blood sacrifices and you want to aggressively sack, it's very important that you're never near starving with Lugonu. Unless you're absolutely sure you're about to be fed. You eat permafood at near starving. You don't. Some characters can just play the game and they just literally go until they're starving to death and then only then they eat permafood. It's different if you worship Lugonu, though. Oh, sweet. We already got the 3rd rank of scales. And we have that, I thought I gave you our corrosion. I guess it's just our acid, even. Maybe that's why the crappy yellow scales also gave you the corrosion, because they're worse AC. Whatever. I'm just happy because I got the 3rd rank of scales so fast, and that AC really matters this early. Like, that's a big boon. Later, as I start finding better armor and ego stuff, my scales will be less of a proportional contributor to my AC. Right now, like, what is it? 8? More than half my fucking AC right now is my scales, so that's really nice. If I find a good spellbook early, I can put on some lighter armor and still have decent AC and start casting. Oh, but yeah, the point is, notice that there's a food cost, and it's highly kind of hefty on some of the bigger ones like Vanish. So there would be no death more embarrassing than dying because you were too hungry to banish something bad. So you need to eat permafood a little bit more. Yeah, whatever. There's the giant eyeball paralyzing us, but only the frog to hurt us. Yeah, there's no death more embarrassing than being too hungry to banish. So there's. We might actually use this shop later in the game. Obviously, like it's not like it's such an issue with the food that it will be a problem now. Just later in the game, there can be some checks about how much permafood you have, and then we won't have quite as much as other characters would. Yes, another keyring potion. Because poison's one of the biggest threats to us right now. So having that, like, it's really hard to think of what could actually hurt us. I do want some sort of ranged thing. I had a sling, but it was cursed. I also found out with that ID scroll, so I didn't need to remove cursed. Alright, how much? I still got orc flesh, right? Do I think I'm going to get hungry again before this clean chunk expires? Because the orc flesh is about to rot. This I will pray away. I've been saying I'm going to... This I'm going to butcher, though. This is almost certainly going to make it into my belly. So this kind of situation, see, there's maximum, but I cleave. Whatever. So we just do a gross amount of damage. Like I said, I managed to get an Abyssal Knight. Yes, we did eat that newt. I managed to get an Abyssal Knight, like, through Lair via nothing more than the crappy fucking hand axe. Right? Like, and it was +2/+2, so, like, it was this. So, 9 damage, 5 accuracy. Whereas now, we're working with a total of 7 accuracy and 18 damage. Yeah. Oh, I should ID that wand. Make sure you don't shoot it at a wall because electricity bounces off of walls. So make sure in your zap IDing that you shoot away from walls to not be an idiot. I don't really want to lose my potions, but I don't have anything at range. So I'm just going to drop them. I was going to say I'm seriously... Alright, how many squares is away from me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can drop 7 potions. That's about all I have, right? 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, he can have brilliance. Whatever. I don't think actually fighting on the square hurts the potions, but I don't ever know. I don't think it does, though. That's a double comma. I'm kind of assuming, like, even though this is a new character, I'm going to assume if you're watching this, you've seen my older ones. Oh, fuck, that's right, I don't have a good friggin' sling. I really don't want to just... I don't want to banish the jelly. I'm just going to leave. Fuck you. Dun, dun, da, da, da. Someday I'll find a slingshot. Actually, I don't even need a... I'll just throw rocks at this fucking guy. Jellies are slow, so this works. At least I thought jellies were slow. This jelly does not appear slow. Maybe I'm misremembering. Well, now this is unfortunate. Jellies really aren't slow. Go pop into that. Jelly does not have 3 L's in it. Unless you're like a middle school girl vlogging about them. Yeah, I guess jellies are regular speed. I don't know why I had this thought that the jelly would be slow. This sucks. Whatever, I'm just gonna put on my crappy axe and kill him. Alright, he didn't hit my armor or anything, so that's fine. He just corroded the crap axe. What am I thinking of? Anyway, let's go down and find some lunch. Whites often have draining weapons, so I fight them really slow. See if they do. He did not. Excellent. As good as cleave is, like, you shouldn't deliberately fight them, like, just to cleave the multiples in many situations. There can be times where you want to. I'm gonna grab this for safekeeping. Like, I'll call them out if they come out, but, like, in general, cleave is more to help out when you are stuck in a bad situation. It's not your plan. Alright, we got 4 ID scrolls, so let's just keep looking for good potions. Hey, mutation. We just gotta find Cure Mute. And then... we can qualify. Right. Sorry, I'm unused to talking. I don't know why I had so much trouble finding the E key there. Because I haven't done an LP in a while, but I got that Ring of Slaying, and I'm like, alright. It is time to take this guy for serious. Oh, thank goodness. Some meat. Okay, we're back in the game. Oh, hey, it's Natasha, the relatively new unique. She's looking for her master Boris. Slow will be kind of a pain. The rest of this, I think I can just close and direct. If I got a banisher, I got a banisher, but I think even with a slow, I don't have to. There you go. Have Natasha. And since she's a Felid, she is coming back to life somewhere else on this level, but I'll just kill her again. That's sort of my game plan. Oh, we hit 4 pips. We have Corrupt now. Corrupt is an awesome panic button, but you have to be careful. It's great because you just summon a bunch of neutral abyss creatures, and they just fight whatever crazy shit was there, trying to kill you. The problem is, I actually died. My last guy, the guy I've been talking about, who made it to lair with the crappy hand axe, he ended up dying because I accidentally hit 4 instead of 1 on my numpad, and I hit a Shadow Drake, and he killed me. It was really bad. So, I think we can take Sigmund. We're just going to wait around the corner here. If he goes invis, it'll be a bit of a pain, but... oh, wait, I can see his spells, right? He does. I think he always has the XD. I don't think Sigmund has different books. So my ring mail prevented me from hitting him, but I still want to wear it. There we go. Another curing potion. Radical. For assholes like this, you may. Okay, now we're at 5 pips already. You get piety fast if you're just murdering everything. Gating yourself to the abyss. This is sort of like the high prince of panic buttons. It also costs like ridiculous amounts of piety. You need to have a bunch of mana to do it. It costs hunger. It's crazy. For a second, it looked like that ant was wearing a top hat because of the way he was standing on the stairs. That was funny. But yeah. So like it costs a lot. It's not at all spammable. But it's like if you're in a dangerous situation, you go to the abyss, which may seem like not the best panic button because it's like you're in the abyss. That's not very safe either. Things are surrounding you, but eventually the abyss is like dangerous, but you know, you can walk away from it, you teleport, you can kind of run. Like the characters can get abyss proof, whereas whatever situation you're in might be too much. And crucially, nothing can fuck with it. Like, let's look at your other panic buttons. Vanish. It's good. They can resist it. Bend space. It's a good blink, but who knows where it'll get you and it will hurt you. Corrupt. It's good to summon all this stuff, but it's not going to kill your enemies right away. They can still hit you, and if some effect makes the neutral monsters hate you, you're in trouble. Enter the Abyss, though. You hit Enter the Abyss. You're in the Abyss. At any point when monsters are hitting you, you can have a guarantee that the monster will not hit you again. That's it. Just that. That's it. The monster will be done, and that is really good. Well, I mean, I guess not again, but like you'll get to be in the abyss and sleep before it happens. So that's why getting the abyss is actually a good panic button, despite sounding like the opposite of a panic button. Hmm. This is the kind of thing like I got my 7/7 ring of slang. If I got cocky, this is the sort of thing that could murder me dead. I do have corrupt, and I'm almost tempted, and I'll tell you why. And I'm gonna think about it. So normally, corrupt is for big fuck off packs that you just need to kill because otherwise you're in trouble, right? And this is a pack for sure. Actually, I need to look up a fact. Well, I suppose I'll explain what my thinking is, and then I'll look up the facts that will determine it. This is not a very big pack. It's dangerous, but I can probably stair dance these kids pretty easily, or like just find a different staircase, do gorilla. But the reason I'm still thinking about corrupt is that corrupt has a chance to make altars of Lugonu, and Luganu's last benefit will let you take a weapon and turn it to a distortion weapon, which is quite cool. Especially because with Lugonu, you can unwield distortion safely, which no one else can. That's only in Trunk, by the way. Be careful if you're playing point 13. Don't listen to that then. And Corrupt will change altars to altars of Lugonu. But what I forget is if they stay altars of Lugonu or if they turn back when the corruption recedes. I just don't remember that. But I think it might be worth it for science because I would really like to have a Lugonu altar in the dungeon. Is kind of what I'm getting at. So, and this is a vaguely like I had to show it off. Like this is probably not strictly optimal, but it's got some benefits going for it LP wise, and then whatever. I need to click in here, so we're gonna do it. We're going to corrupt. So we made that altar of Lugonu. Notice we cannot get ourselves to the abyss because his hand of corruption went out. Because we lost like 10 to 14 piety, but we're going to gain some of it back through the corpse sacking after we leave this horrible situation. So now we're going to see, we do science right now because I honestly don't know, if that's going to stay an altar of Lugonu or if it's going to go back to Chabriatos. And if it stays as Lugonu, then we're super happy, and that's what we wanted. So, he's smiting us. And you can see that crazy tentacle coming out, murdering everybody. So we just need to be super careful not to hit stuff. And we're just going to nap here. I can't nap because I keep seeing monsters. I'll try to watch. I want to watch the fighting as much as I can for you guys while not dying to an orc priest or whatever. Hello, gentlemen. Ah! Why are you hitting me? I thought we were friends. Okay. We're going to sleep it off. We're near starving. Don't get near starving on a Lugonu worshipper. We eat a Choco. Very hungry is fine. We can still. Alright. Moment of truth. And hopefully still some corpses. Yes! Boom! Fucking plan fucking worked. So now we just have a Lugonu altar on call when we want to make that distortion. And we see we've already popped, like those 3 corpses. What the probability that we get something out of them? It says 40% chance better for higher HD. So yeah, we're probably gonna make that back reasonably quickly. Is the takeaway. So that wasn't the correct response, but it wasn't that wrong, if that makes sense. Like, it probably would have been optimal to, like, stair dance, but if I had any doubt about my ability to stair dance that would have been fine. Hey, buddy. You're not gonna go away? I mean, it's fine. It's a free country. Oh, my orc flesh rotted. So, yeah. Now we have a Lugonu altar. That's awesome. Ah! That's, you know what, actually, though? If I run, they're gonna get a lot of free hits on me. This is the situation I was talking about, where running away is pretty dangerous, too. And now that we've got a +7/+7 ring of slaying, this is when we can start using cleave to Jesus Christ. At least if they're stuck next to you, they're a lot less likely to smite. But don't heal anybody. So many orc priests. If I did not have this crazy fucking ring, who knows what would happen. I still might even need to banish or something here. Stop healing each. Okay. A smite can kill me, so welcome to the Hotel California. Such a banished place, such a banished place. I don't know. I guess Spanish is a rhyme, but I have no idea why Lugonu would be Spanish. Lugonu. So yeah, that's an example of Lugonu panic buttons in action. I used my crazy ring and my crazy axe to take care of 3 of those 4, and then I banished to take it on home. So that is why Lugonu is great, and that's why having this ring of slaying synergizes really well with the fact I worship Lugonu, because it makes my baseline high. And Luganu's got good panic buttons. That's deathly cold. I always wonder if I should ID these ones or not, because it's probably just going to be hunger, but it might be like a good effect, and it just happens to be cursed. And we just tried once, probably remove curse, right? Yeah. I don't know if I want to like ID it or if I just want to. You know what? I don't care about getting a little bit hungrier for science. Ooh, fuck killer bees. I hate killer bees a lot. I think my plan is to hope there's only 2. No, but there aren't only 2. And hide in the corner because killer bees are fast. Alright, well, let's just use this cleave to my advantage once more. So as I was saying, you don't want to like deliberately in situations where like I could have a hallway but I choose to cleave. But when you have no hallway, you're pretty happy to have cleave. Or at least I could have a hallway, but since they were fast, they'd get so many free hits on me. For the same reason I just went and closed up those orc priests, like, they'd get to smite a lot. Alright. Aha! It was hunger. That was worth saving the ID scroll to check it out. I could have just assumed it was a cursed ring too, because like I think usually if they're a cursed ring, it's like just something bad, but you can get good rings with curses on them. It can happen. Here you go, Lucy. Oh yeah, in the very earliest versions of the game, Lugonu was called Lucy, so if you hear me referring to Lucy, that's why. Ojiba! What the fuck? I think my chances to go back down, yeah, and just use the cleave. Because I was just going up just in case there were more bees waiting behind, because bees come in packs, but that was a chance of a pack of bees, and this is definitely a pack of gnolls. I can still take the gnolls, I just don't want to have poison around, I want to come. Now they've got 4 pips of Lugonu piety, we are not wear IDing any amulets, because Faith would suck now. We would cap out, and then we'd either have to wear Faith the rest of the game, or take it off and have that leech. So, other than the characters, I'll wear Faith the whole game on, as if I'm like really heavily spending piety. Here, I'm trying to save Banish as a panic button, not as just walking around town. That's Gourmand, though, which is actually amazing for us, because Gourmand is, if you worship a god who does blood sacrificing, Amulet of the Gourmand is kind of like an Amulet of Faith, only one that won't leech your piety when you take it off. So, yeah. Shiny ring mail. I like shiny. Let's kill some orcs first, though. In the words of Woozle Wuzzle, just put it on my tab. It's nice to play a guy who can use tab as I'm doing this LP. I'll butcher one orc and see how many corpses. I just got one chunk. You know what, I'm gonna be hungry like soon enough. I could have eaten that orc, but I'd rather just try to find a clean chunk. Oh, that's just cursed. That's shitty superpower. I actually can save my remove curse though, because it's only 1 point worse, and the elven lightness is kind of almost like make up for it. So yeah, I should actually right now before I forget clean out those gnolls, just because that would really suck to have gnolls thrust upon me. All right. I'll take the 2. Oh, never mind. I'll kill that gnoll in one hit. I actually don't. I think I can just do this in one shot. I don't need to stare dance shit. Oh my god. This fucking ring, guys, is ridiculous. Alright. Yeah, I shouldn't have sacked all of them, but what you gonna do? Gourmand should be kicking in soon, which will let me get more efficient with my eating. Because if I kill something with multiple chunks, I can eat them all, not just like the first one or two. I'm probably gonna keep that hand axe of freezing as my backup. Like, it'll do what this current one's doing for jellies and stuff, but then also just if they are weak to freezing. Because I am an axe guy. An axe cop, if you will. This is going to be needed soon enough, and it's clean flesh, so. Actually, I think Gourmand, has it kicked in enough that I can, yeah, it has. Awesome. So now I can just, so now probably what I'll do is, until I'm at full, I'm going to eat all the clean flesh that I find, and not any tainted flesh. Which will be more efficient. Switch to my, actually not the freezing, I'm going to use the crappy one. I think eventually, because I don't want to have the weight of 3 axes, and that freezing one will become my jelly one, since I got the crappy one now, though. He corrodes my axe, I don't care. Yeah. He's got a slight chance of hitting my armor and stuff, but none of it is like I'm super fucking attached to it or anything. Ah! Alright, you have clean flesh, I will eat you. I don't want to change away from Lugonu, but I'm going to pray anyway here just to see him say, "No, fuck you, you're a demon." Hey, it's the Baker Vault. This is a really good vault for Spriggans to find, because it has bread in it, and you won't starve to death, and all you have to do is kill one of your own. Alright, finally my body slot. Toenails. Oh! When did I forgot to mention when I got Spiny. I missed that level up entirely with the Spiny. So, Spiny, kinda, yeah. I shoot spines out at enemies every time they hit me, which sounds really cool, but it's mitigated both by their AC and my encumbrance value. So, like that 7 is being subtracted from the damage of my spines. If I find good light armor, and do what I mentioned where I'm going to try to mostly lean on my iridescent scales for casting, or for AC, wear light armor and cast in it, then that also has a benefit of helping Spiny. So it changes my calculus there a little bit. Otherwise, whatever. Spiny is not great, but the good thing about Spiny is it's tier 2, which means that the Conserve Scrolls mutation is the first of the 3 in the Hellfire tier 3 chain. So Hellfire is my tier 3, and I'm very excited about that. Oh wait, never mind. Spiny was my first. Never mind. It's actually not 100% Hellfire. I take that back. I got confused. I thought I had 2 tier 2s, but no. Either Ignite Poison is my second tier 2 and I have my tier 3 waiting, or that Conserve Scroll is this Hellfire and I have another tier 2 waiting. And when I say Ignite Poison, I mean Ignite Blood. Just Ignite Poison's a spell and I like never use Ignite Blood, so I'm not used to talking about it. Yep, so that's my plan. Eat clean chunks till full. Sack all dirty chunks. It's not a big deal because the only benefit left is that distortion, and I'm not going to use it on this random axe here. Um, it's just good to have. I'm saving that if I find like an early Executioner's axe or some really good kind of axe, but with no brand. Goliath beetles are actually intense. This is when slaying is really useful. What's the damage? The bots are down, by the way. They're doing a web migration right now. So that's why I'm using the wiki even for this. 30 damage, 20, yeah. Welcome to the Hotel California. Ah! Such a crazy place, crazy place. I don't know why I've decided Hotel California is the banishing song. It's just the way he says Lugonu claims a new guest. That actually wasn't wasted fighting, though. You get experience proportional to how not 100% health they were. Like how much you injured them. Yes! This should get me to full now. Yeah, and oh! I've had Gourmand on long enough I can even eat to very full. Um, if you only have, like, Carnivore 1 equivalent, you can... Uh, do I have... Yeah, I've got stones. That's why you should always have stones on you guys. So you can do stuff like that. Or, like, a sling or just some ranged option of any sort. Even if you're a pure melee guy, have some rocks. You can throw them at spores and crap. Oh, I'm actually getting my shit fucking wrecked. So welcome to the Hotel California. I think I can take the Trident Kid here. Yeah, okay. See, that's the kind of thing that if I just fell into the tab trance, I might have died, but it's too close for my liking. What is it? What's it gonna do? It's a fucking mushroom. But since I was on camera, I had to stop and reconsider a moment. We'll throw some rocks at this dude, and then when he gets close, we'll... Alright, it's crap axe time. That's such a good thing of slang. My axe is just a conduit to hit him with my ring, essentially. I don't really care that the axe is terrible. And now I guess I'm going to even... Yeah, here we go, to very full. Now I can just sack all corpses that I find because I'm very full. I don't have to worry about getting too hungry to banish. This Sky Beast is doing a lot of damage. I think he also gets to go to hell as soon as I can see him again. Oh no, he's almost dead. Okay. Yoink. I was gonna say, I don't think Sky Beasts are that hard. We could have found Lair and Mines, I think, starting next level. We haven't. That's fine. We're fine. Just hanging it out. Hitting dudes with the crazy axe. Do I have I-98 potions too? Yes, I do. Let's do this. Hey, the tree potion. With Lugonu, that potion's actually a bit safer to use if you're against someone big. You think you're gonna need the AC. Oh, I just kind of walked into this Orc Priest for no reason. Well, now I'm committed. Now that Orc Priest, if I run away from him, I take too much. Okay. This is actually worth a charge of a Wand of Flame here. Oh, is this Sky Beast still right in front of me? Ah, he is. This is not pleasant, the situation I have found myself in. I've got heal, wounds. I'm going to try holding on to it here. We're going to banish the Sky Beast. And now we're going to Wand of Draining onto him and kill those two. Yes. Wands, ladies and gentlemen, are very good and get short shift here. Yeah, that's going to close to cover the banish right there. So, Luganu's so good, you guys. Ah, Centaur. Here we go. See if he figures out to go around. Nope. Hello. Delicious. Yeah, by the way, Banish is the 3-star of piety option. So if I get in a really bad situation, I can do a lot of banishes in a row before I'm too low piety to not do them. It's crazy how good Banish is. It's what I want to like about the Orc God Bell, who you can only worship as an Orc, because he gives you like smiting, but it's such a huge piety hit for the smiting, right? As opposed to Banish, which is quite cheap and reasonable. Komodo Dragon sucks. We're gonna throw rocks at him and see if we can fight him without banishing him. But we don't mind banishing him because he's crazy. It's gonna take a lot of hunger to wait out the sickness, but that's what Gourmand is so good for. Like I said, Gourmand. Hey, there's Lair. We're gonna clear out this dungeon level. And we're gonna do Lair. Hey, Swamp Drake. Actually, since we've got, oh fuck, confused. Anyways, I was saying, since we got Spiny. Oh, never mind. It's only dragons have hides, not Drake. I was gonna say if I could get like a nice Drake hide, I would be really down for that with Spiny. But Drakes don't have hides. We're confused, but we're gonna just swing wildly because we've got Cleave. And we're not confused as much anymore. Now we're confused again. I've got Curing Potion, but I'm trying to avoid using it. Yeah, we got him. We're probably fine. Especially because he hit the Croc with Confusion too, so I'm getting... Yeah. So let's Butcher the Gecko. Give the Drake to Lugonu. If he was a dragon and not a drake and I could get hide from him, I totally would, though. So you see here, we're not trying to get to max piety as quick as we can. I like having max just because it's like the peace of mind of knowing I've got a lot of piety to bank on. But what's more important for us is to keep our hunger up so that if we need to use Lugonu's abilities a lot, we actually have like the health to sustain it. It's also why Magic Shield actually can get you into trouble as a Demon Spawn Abyssal Knight, the Magic Shield mutation. Because if you're in a bad spot, you'll lose mana, and you do need decent, I guess 4 for Banish, 7 for Corrupt. That's another thing just to know. So yeah, we're just gonna clear out this level. Do Lair. Engorged. Fucking beautiful. This is a scary kind of orc, but we are a scary kind of demon spawn at this point. At this level, I just realized I've been hoarding those. Oh, it's a hill giant. Ah. There's no one else here. We can take one hit. We're going to just fight him until either we kill him or we get too weak and then banish him. Because this will get us free experience. And it looks like he can't hit for shit, so... There we go. Our spines got more dangerous, which is nice. Helping our desire to... I'll get you a kind of idea of the numbers at play. We'll pull up. This is just a good page to have open as Demon Spawn anyways. Wiki page main, Mutations, Demon Spawn. We look at good old Spiny. Equal odds of either 3d5 or 2d5 or 3d5. Minus AC, minus the third of our encumbrance rating. I don't know if that rounds up or down. So we're missing either 2 or 3 damage off of our spines because of our cursed Elven Ringmail here. It's just kind of annoying. But it's still, 2d5, 3d5. If they don't have AC, we're still hitting them some amount. Magic darts. It's kind of crappy, but we'll just use it up for those spots where we've been hitting people with rocks over and over. I'm going to try on these rings. Ring of Dexterity. Whatever. Ring of Strength. Strength's a bit more useful because it helps with heavy armor, and +5 is, more than the 3. Although, having said that, if I wear heavy armor, it just makes Spiny worse too. But then maybe since Spiny's not that good, I'd rather just ignore it and not change what I build just to accommodate this mediocre mutation. I'm going to put on Dex for now, because that will help with damage a bit more. But it's not even that much. I might use Strength or Carrying Capacity, or if I do want heavier armor. What's in the Book of Dreams? Wow! In Sorcel, there's only 38% failure in this ring mail? That's pretty cool. We're not a stabber, but like that's optimistic. Isn't Shadow Creatures actually quite good? I mean, I would need a weaker summon. I was gonna say I want to take off my armor to see if I can memorize it, like even if it's a 99% failure with my armor off, because I wouldn't maybe mind. Actually, I'm not gonna bother doing that all yet because just because I gotta work on my core skills anyway. Like it would take like I don't want to dump all that into summoning and stuff yet. Anyway, Ogre, it's the same story as the Hill Giant. Oh man, I claw him. I have toenails. How do I claw a dude with toenails? I'm fucking kickboxing up in here. Well, that was fucking ridiculous. All right, Delwan and Duvessa. I don't know which one I'd rather kill first. I mean, having a berserked swords girl is mad, but Haste Delwan can throw shit at you. Oh, she has a poison weapon. Yeah, she dies first. Nice job with your hidden reserves of power, dickwad. I'm not gonna bother walking towards him. He's hasted. He gets a lot of free hits at me from here. Pew pew. Pew pew. You gonna come to me though? Because that would be dumb. Pew. I just don't care about this wand at all. Like it may seem like I'm being wasteful, but like honestly, I wouldn't want to justify. Like, well, as soon as I make a stash, am I really gonna want to lug around this stupid wand anyway? I'd rather just use it now. Get some good done. Alright. I would have picked that up normally, but we're like almost out. Yeah, there's the altar of Dithminos. I offer at your altar some random shit that I've been carrying for like way too many levels. And let's go to Lair. Oh my god. Yes. Remember, I keep saying, cleave isn't for when you can have a hallway but choose to do it. It's to make things nicer when you have no option. I'm going to hit the tab key. And only the tab key. I guess, and enter. Bum 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 bum. It's a demigod hunter. Let's see if I have to give a shit. I'm gonna tab at a slower rate, I guess. Yeah, I guess let's bring these kids up with us, just because if I get poisoned by the water moccasin, this will actually turn into a dangerous fight against that ghost. Nope. Good, because I don't want to go on a rest, because I want to get those corpses sacked. Let's make sure we can kill this ghost. Okay, we're only lightly poisoned. I don't know if I can banish Ghost to the Abyss. I think I'm just going to have to give up the piety from these corpses. I'm in red poison. I just need to... Yeah, actually, I'm going to need a curing potion even, so... Yes. Wow, I'm going to need a curing potion. Dong. How is he poisoning me so much? He just had a poison weapon, I guess? Well, I got no reason to do anything, but, like... I don't even know if I can banish a ghost to the Abyss. I'm going to look it up. But, if nothing else, like, I can just essentially start scum here and only... I should spell Lugonu correctly. And only start a fight when, he doesn't get a hit on me on my first jump down. Alright, no more viruses. Banished. There's nothing saying I can't. I imagine I can banish Ghost to the Abyss. I also imagine that I would really like to do that. Get the fuck out. Okay. Yeah, that poison was ridiculous. Whatever. One curing pot. That's the cost of me, because I was assuming it was the green rat poisoning me, so that's the cost of me not paying attention to the source. One curing pot. That's a cheap exchange rate for knowledge. And I guess I didn't get to sack those corpses, but whatever. Komodo Dragon. He's... Oh, man. Longbow. He is someone we also might banish, but I think we're fine, yeah. I'm gonna just wait out the sickness. Yeah, that Gourmand is really helping. We would have been, like, desperately hungry in many of these situations we've been in. Oh, hey, a Ruined War Axe and a Sling. Poison. Sure. That helps us. We got our Lugonu blink, so in a tight spot we can poison and then just keep trying to blink away until the poison wears off. Send our damage out. I'm probably gonna cut the video after I finish layer 1, and then just because I've already kind of gone over a lot of stash logic, I don't want to make you guys sit through it again. So I'll do is I'll like do all this because I've started making my stash on layer 1 instead of layer 2, like whatever. I don't find it makes that much of a difference, and it saves you the food cost, you know, going up and down. And then I'll just start the next video like with my stash completed. Oh, I can't pick up everything without burdening myself. I guess here's because I'm gonna finally get rid of like the spare ring mail for the slightly better Dwarven one. But what I'm gonna do first is go on my scroll read IDing spree, trying to find some curse scrolls just to get some efficiency out of my remove curse scroll that I'm gonna read to take it off. So like we're gonna go and we're gonna make sure the sling isn't poisoned, and it's not. Put this on. Although now enchant weapon scrolls, you get to pick the weapon, which is amazing. And we're just gonna... Okay, random uselessness. Oh, telly. Oh, we're gonna stop reading scrolls and just get ready for fight. Okay. There we go. Cursed jewelry. Fog. I would be more okay wasting enchant than recharge, because draining's really strong. Yeah, we did. Okay. Ooh. It's noise. V. Ooh, that's good. Magic mapping, having that many of them. Fear. Enchant weapon 2. On our wax of venom. Okay, there's our nice blink scroll. That's cool. Got that ID'd. And amnesia. Do you have anything left? Just that, and that's enchant armor, I'm reasonably sure. So we'll drop curse jewelry. And now we're going to read remove curse. Now we're going to go back to wielding the Dwarven finally. But it's not that it made that big of a difference, this cursed one. Okay. Sheeps. See, even with just harmless little fucking sheep, the fact that I chose to tab for fun with my cleave instead of going the hallway, that was a significant fight I had against sheep. I hope he didn't see me. He did not. Excellent. I would have had to banish him if he had seen me. I had the sickness, I couldn't heal. Now I can probably take this bear. Yes. I guess I could have taken him last time, but like I wouldn't have. I guess I would have because I would have waited for the first time. Oh, I'm petrified, so I'm about to be immobile. So, nope. No, it doesn't matter that I'm stoned. That's another rule I have. Basilisk gets a petrify off, he goes to the abyss. I'm not taking that chance with him wailing on my petrified body. I'm gonna eat this crocodile. Gourmand. Better than faith, if you worship a bloodsack god. At least, it's also because Lugonu's got the heavy hunger costs, and I care a lot more about being fed than some characters. How many ID scrolls I got? 3. And how many un-ID'd potions? 2. Yep. Now's the time. I'm gonna wait on IDing this other one until I've got another unID'd potion on hand. But that's layer one. And when we start the next video, I'm gonna have my stash ready, have my stuff all coordinated, and be ready to go down for more adventure. So cheers.